Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed. Good to see you all. And if you're watching the video on YouTube, hi all, and welcome to the video. Yes, we're here. I just need to do giveaway reset. Yep, there was 10 on that last one. So, first giveaway tonight is going to be an empty, but that doesn't matter because of what it is. A empowered, robust backpack. Not bad. Not bad at all. And then we got some stuff from Scott, which is really nice. We'll be giving those away. And then I've got all these bags from Vulpu with many lots of get your toon geared up items for Inferno, which is also pretty awesome. I'm going to do some social mediaing very quickly. So there's Twitter done. We'll do the book face as well. I said I would do a Christmas Day stream, you know, for those that maybe were, you know, having trouble making their Christmas happen this year. Not getting the vibe, you know. It happens. It's okay. Don't worry. We can does the help and share Christmas with you. Yes, we can. Let me just grab that. We'll do Discord. There we go. Discord done. And we'll do the book faces. I'm just doing that in the background. Singapore, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How the devil are you? Right, so posted there, and then I'll go to the Anarchy Online Facebook group. Find it. There it is. There you go. Right, and Santa Carlos has brought a... well, not Santa Carlos, the person who donated it, has donated an empowered, robust backpack. So we'll be giving that away tonight. Right, let's get some pets. You 219? You are 219. Good stuff. Another stream. Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Plan to take over the world. Oh, have we got transcoding? Yeah, we got 1080. Cool. Right, okay. Finish buffing pet. Give him the perk as well. And yes, I was hazing the beer again tonight. Alright, let's go to here so I can show you all my awesome, one of my awesome Christmas presents. The t-shirt. Guitarist Evolution. There you go. It's from Mrs. Carlos too. I'm really happy with that. There we go to the live screen. There we go. Right, okay. Pets, follow me. I need many lots of buffs, don't I? Yes, I do. Yay! The buff bot is here. Right, okay. 12% D. Help! Yeah, I did say last night, I mean, maybe you'd gone by then, but I did say last night, yes. No problem. We'll do a Christmas Day stream. I'll just rebuff the ones I've got. Have I not got XP can? Yes, I do. Yep, make sure that's running. Okay, so we got that. What else do we want? Okay, so we want crit buff, I think. Approved cut red tape. Enforcer, we want Brutal Thug. Thug's Delight. Essence of Behemoth. Then we want... I think they only go as high as Hack and Quack, don't they? Yeah. Okay, so Hack and Quack. So I'm going to start the giveaway. It's a giveaway for a empowered, robust backpack. Grid Space Freedom. Mark of Peril. More evades. Oh, better. Oh, yeah, you can't have both, can you? Yeah. Okay, no problem. Moochum's neural web I think I've got running already, and I need to get it for myself, because... RRFE. There we go, all buffed up, and no place to go. Well, I've picked up the freelancers already, so all we've got at the moment is... go get some daily missions. Yes. I just remembered I recast, I've reinstalled rather my drivers, or updated the drivers on NVIDIA. I just need to double check. There we go. Fusion Valley demo. Have I got? Yeah, I've still got the association, okay. For Anarchy Online. I would like an elite assignment. We'll take a prisoner mission, thank you very big. Why? An alien daily mission, please. Aliens alone, I believe. Oh, spaced out. Okay. So we've got spaced out. We've got freelancers. We're good to go. So how's everyone doing? Are we having a Merry Christmas so far? Shelby Info, welcome to the stream. Happy Christmas all. Yes, indeed. Is it Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas? Oh, it doesn't matter. Thank you very much. And welcome to the stream. Good to see you, even if you're just nipping on, given that today is the 25th. But, yeah. Here we all are. So, we're doing a giveaway for an empowered, robust backpack. I'll leave it on screen. So, you do need to be level 220 to use this, other than use it as a backpack. But you don't get one of these and use it as a backpack. Well, maybe you do, actually. I don't know. So, yeah, that's up for grabs. And then there's this other bag as well, which I may give away. And then I've got a bunch of other bags I'm going to try and figure out a way of giving away on another day. Got a day off after almost 3 months. So great to see you all. Oh my god, you've been working too hard, my dear. Do you like the t-shirt? Hang on. Can you make that out? Kind of. It's there anyway. Yeah. The evolution of the guitar hero. Prezi from Mrs. Callas too. And then she got me some guitar stuff as well. So you can't normally buy these in any shops in the UK. These are celluloid guitar picks, and they don't generally show and tell. Don't generally buy them in the UK because they're incredibly dangerous. This catches light. It burns like a match, like you know the head of a match, the sulfur mixture. Like that, and it burns hot, really hot. So pretty dangerous, but she managed to get me some. And this little thing here And you squeeze it, and it opens like that, you see. And then inside there's a bunch of different picks made of modern materials that don't burn so easily. All different thicknesses, because she doesn't know what gauge pick I use. And to be honest, it varies. And then to close it, right, to close it, you squeeze it. Good, isn't it? So yeah, it's like a little fiddly thing. But I love it. It's really awesome. Yeah. Oh, and some. Hang on. We're nearly done. And you see that? Lemon oil. So this is basically lemon-scented, refined mineral oil. Is what lemon oil actually is. But it's really good for cleaning a fingerboard on a guitar. But to seal a fingerboard on a guitar, you should use a natural oil like linseed oil. Some people say, oh, just put loads of that on it, it's fine. Yeah, it's not the best thing for wood. Just saying. Good for cleaning, not necessarily the best for wood, but there we are. Right, let's pull the mob across. It's very useful, though, for cleaning up, you know, gammy fingerboards. They've got years of skin and God knows in them. He's going to send the pet for this guy. And then wait. Guitar player's fidget spinner, yeah. Like guitars aren't a fidget spinner in their own right. Thing is, before someone decided to commercialise them, we always kind of had fidget spinners. We've always had things on our desk like paper clips, and people will, you know, open them up, close them down, and fiddle with them. You know, just generally fiddle with things. Some people, you know, get anxious if they can't be fiddling with something. No, that's okay. You know. But then some bright smart said, "Hey, why don't we market them for what they are?" Like the really old. I mean, you see a lot more of them with like in Roman Catholic culture. Older ladies or you know, what matriarchs, I suppose, with beads, and they call them worry beads. So whenever there's a concern or a worry, you know, clackety clackety clackety, fiddling with the beads. It's definitely a thing, and it's part of the human condition. I think it has been since forever. You know, we never started banging rocks together if we hadn't, you know, had that part of our condition, I guess. Staff likes to take off the rubber bands and make them into balls and throw them at each other. I've done that. Making a rubber band ball. Good fun times. So we're actually having our kind of Christmas sit down with the turkey and all the trimmings dinner. We're having that tomorrow. We're having it on Boxing Day. Because Mrs. Collister was working today. But the turkey's cooked, cooled down, it's in the fridge, the ham's done. So tomorrow we just got to do like pigs in blankets, the parsnips, the roast potatoes, and you know, the trimmings and all that. We've got the stock from the turkey to make the gravy, and you know, so it'll all be good. We've just got a lot less to worry about. And like, we started on the ham last night. I'm gonna have it now. Have a few slices, make some sandwiches. But then decided that the turkey was sacred. Right? So we were only getting the turkey. Oh my god, I've got like zero room. It won't let me put this in a backpack because it is treated as a backpack already. Oh my god. What can I put? I need more. Oh wait, what are these? 205 now. I don't need them. So There we go. And we'll shift my... Oh, or them. Yeah, they can go. They're too high for me to use, so we'll try and do a bit of inventory management. There we go. Got a little bit of space now. There we go. We got the thing. And just open the trade window. There we go. I think we're just doing random stuff with food. Just trying to concern with cooking. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to. It's nice to do, but, you know, there's no, you know, kind of requirement to go and do it or whatever. Number one son, he got one, like, big present and then a couple of little bits. So he got, we got him an Xbox Series X. He had an Xbox One S, which was a good, you know, good little console, but then there's a few titles he can't play on it now. Because Microsoft are not doing the backwards compatibility thing that they used to do. Well, they're doing it, but not as much as they promised they were going to do it anyway, so we upgraded him. So he's basically been sat on that all day. But yeah, 4K 60 FPS is pretty nice. I was watching it going, that does not look upscaled. That looks like native. Yeah, it looked really nice. He's playing the Battlefield. I was thinking, that looks really good, you know. So yeah, awesome. Right, I don't know what the regular daily was. Let's have a look. 4 holes graffiti. We'll do that one last. We'll get flagged from that. Yeah, another week or so when I hit 55. God damn. I'm the US speed limit. Never felt bad when I was at 45. I was like, oh God. I'm a single. You know, if you don't know that reference, then you don't know your vinyl. Grandson's got upgrades on phones, or and the little girl got toys and such. Yeah, the grandkids have got, like, the girls, they wanted Barbies, we got Barbies. The boys, they want Lego cars, you know, like the Lego Technic, so they're getting those. And then, except for one of the boys, he wanted a it's like a squishy toy thing for thing. I don't know. It's the kind of stuff he's into, so that's what he got. And then we had the discussion in the store. Should we get them all the same one, or should we get 3 different ones and then just hope they all don't fight over who's having what? Squishmallows, yeah, something like that it was called. Yeah, he's the youngest grandson, and yeah, he kind of likes that sort of stuff. So, hey, you know, good for him. Those are bigger, yeah, I guess so. So we got like a big one and another one. I'm not sure. So their prezzies are all sorted. We're gonna drive up to theirs tomorrow to drop them off. You know, in and out really. And then we're going to do the in-laws, and then we come back and has food, I think, is the order of the day tomorrow. So there won't be a stream tomorrow or whatever, but god damn, I've done Saturday, Sunday, and now I'm doing Monday, so there you go. We've had three one after the other. You know, so if you're finding yourself a little short of company this Christmas and you're feeling a bit down, hey, hang with us. We'll keep you company. It's cool. You know, at least for a couple of hours. And that's kind of a general thing, not specifically at anybody. Just generally, you know. If you nip by the stream and go, what's this? Hi, I'm Kalos too. I've played this game for 22 years. Jesus Christ. And don't be lonely. You know, stay here, have a chat with us. We're nice. Yeah, so we're doing all that. Singapore, where are you at with your festivities and whatnot? And Neb, oh my god, sorry. Neb, welcome to the stream. Doing so, broke my leg a week ago. No! Luckily it was the thin bone. Oh, yeah. So the lower part of your leg. The tibula and the fibula. And then the top one's the femur, isn't it? Then tibula's the little one and femur's the one that actually takes any weight, yeah. You got a splint instead of a cast, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, if you're going to break a bone in your leg, break that one. You know what I mean? You can manage even without that one, I believe. It doesn't support any weight, at least, anyway. As far as I know. Should we Google it and see if I'm right? See if my general knowledge is right. Tibula fibula, yeah. So, like the thin one. Yeah, the fibula's the little one. But if you break that one, yeah, that's when you shin yourself, that's the one. That's, you know, those when your pedals on your bike went flying backwards into your shin. That's the one. Yeah, I think it does affect you. You're walking a little bit, but you can manage without it. Apparently, so. Femur, yeah, the femur's the big bone at the top, isn't it? Yeah, the big one. Tibula is the bottom. However, yeah, I don't know. I guessed. My Latin, I barely used it since I was in school, and yeah, believe it or not, we actually did Latin in my school. It was like if you were doing the sciences, you had to do Latin as well. That was kind of it's old school thinking, but a lot of scientific naming conventions and yada yada is all done in Latin still. So, Doc said about 6 weeks recovery, can put full weight on my leg until the pain limit. Yeah, don't. Yeah, let it heal. Let it knit, dude. Let it knit. Rest up. You'll get it back. Don't worry. Yeah, I mean, the tibula is really thin. It's like the size of a rib, isn't it? But tell you what, you break a rib, my God, you know about it. Even if you just get like a hairline crack in a rib, oh, you cough and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'll choke instead. Yeah, they're painful. Posted the X-ray. That's your X-ray. Okay, let's check it out. Look away if you're squeamish. It's only an X-ray, though. Hey! Oh, right there. Yeah, it's like, it's not all the way through, is it? So, yeah, try and keep your foot... Yeah, you kind of need it to oscillate your foot around and stuff, don't you? So... Ay. God. Ow. How did you manage it, anyway? What, did you fall, or...? Oh, it is all the way, but the X-ray doesn't. Yeah, well, I'm not qualified to look at an X-ray and make any kind of diagnosis. Take nothing I say about that seriously. About to step inside my front door. got one step up to the door. Doormat was hanging over the edge. Stepped on the mat, slid down, put my full weight on my foot while falling forward, so the foot was bent upwards. My leg was face planting inside the front door. Oi! Hey! Ow! That's definitely an ouchie, yeah, good God. That does not sound like fun times. Yeah, we've got like a ramp up to our door. This is just how they built the house. Yeah, I mean, it's like a really... I think it only drops about not even 12 inches between the front door. It's completely flat, and then there's a ramp down to the driveway. And the garden, you know, and it runs parallel to the garden. It's not enough to need steps, I guess. So they didn't bother. They just laid the... like the concrete would lay without sort of slushing down to one end. That's just how they built it. It's kind of fine. First thing I did when I got home was throwing down the mat. Yeah. We put them inside. So like you get through the door, scrub your feet, kick your shoes, you know. Yeah, mat inside. Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, I think it matters more if you've got carpet. One thing I don't like is, like, I'll walk bare feet or I'll walk with shoes, but I don't like walking around in socks. Because a lot of, like, our kitchen and the downstairs bottom part of the hallway is uncarpeted, it's tiled. I don't like being in socks. It's like, I got no grip. Bare feet, I'm okay. Shoes, fine. Socks, nope. It's like the shower. I don't feel safe until, you know, like your palms or your feet, they get, if they're wet for like 4 or 5 minutes, then they change and sort of get spongy and become very grippy even in the wet. But until they do, yeah. I'm stood in the shower like, being very careful. We got mats all over the house. Everything must match. Oh, we're much more. Our house is more like, if you've seen the Potter movies, you know, like the Weasleys. That's our house. Basically, you just, yeah, that'll do. You know. The struggle now is the cramps around the brake. Yeah, your muscles are trying to keep it all like that. That does happen with the brake, yeah. You just gotta focus and try and keep it warm, really. I know they put ice on things, but no, you keep it warm, get the muscle to loosen. Yeah, a lot of people don't realise that when you break something, your body's reaction is to try and keep it pulled tight and taut. And over time, that really, those cramps, oh, yeah. Like I've got, which one was it anyway? I think it was, yeah, the scars are kind of completely gone, but yeah, a knife grazed through the bone. But was stuck on my arm. It was in a nightclub, kind of deal. And I dropped the guy, still had the knife in my arm. That's alcohol for you, I guess. And yeah. Oh, mate, I didn't see you. You should have spoke. Did he send a team? I didn't even see it. Oh, mate, I'm sorry. Right, okay, so we've done this one. Let's go back and talk to the warden. Apart from the cramp. You know what's good for cramps? Well, it works for me, so perhaps not for you. is take a couple of ibuprofen every 4 hours. You can't take more than... The Room of Doom has snatched me away. Yes, we've all run in this one, haven't we? Enzleric, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yeah, anything muscular, ibuprofen. Just, you know, generic store brand. It doesn't have to be a name brand. For anything muscular, including cramps, really helps. Yeah, so the tablets usually come in 200s. What I would do is just take one. You know, take it with a glass of milk or with food. See how you are in like 45 minutes. If you're not really feeling any difference, have a second one, but then don't have another one for at least 4 hours. And like, if you do that, you're kind of okay. Thing is, if you take ibuprofen, you can also take paracetamol as well, but ibuprofen's more, it's more to do with inflammation, but somehow for me, with muscle stuff, and weirdly, colds. You know, if I get a cold, I have like an ibuprofen. It's like the cold's just gone. You know, the feeling of it. Yeah, it's I can't remember. We hadn't, like, I was looking for, you know, caught cold, looking through the medicine cabinet. Have we got any, you know, hot lemon and with paracetamol and whatnot in it? Wasn't any. Oh, we've got ibuprofen. Any port in a storm, right? And I took one of them, thinking, see if it does anything. If it doesn't, I won't bother. I'll go to the shops. Took one, and within an hour, the snotty nose, the coughing, just gone. I couldn't believe it. So, like, I waited 2 hours and had one more. And then when I went to bed, took two. Because I'd only had, like, three throughout the whole day. So I took two more, went to bed. Woke up, felt great. And then by lunchtime, cold's coming back. Took one more, felt great for the rest of the afternoon. You know, it's bizarre how it works. I don't know. It's a hell of a... Yeah, it's a good one. It doesn't give you, like, aspirin and paracetamol. They do definitely upset my stomach. It doesn't like it. But ibuprofen, as long as there's a bit of food with it, I'm okay. But yeah, for joints, for try that. Try that. John Goodhorse, good morning. Hello, Father Christmas. Well, hello. Right, we took the green. We're not really bothered either way. Neb, redeemed hydrate. Well, I'm on beer. So if you insist. Right, before we venture forth, I'm going to get another beer. So we're going to intermission screen. It is Christmas and there's no getting up tomorrow or anything I've got to worry about right now, so... I will be back rather quickly because it's not like making a cup of tea. It's just go put the just reach in the fridge and get another. Right, we're back. To the live screen. Reynold, 1981. Try what? Missed the beginning. Neb has broken one of the bones in his leg. He's okay. It's been dealt with. Seen a medic. He's got a splint, yada yada. And we were just talking about the cramps you get with a broken bone. You might, if you've never broken anything, you're probably unaware of it. But your body's natural reaction is the muscles around the area do this, and obviously if you do that for long enough you get cramp. So yeah, and we were just talking about ways to alleviate that. We were saying keep it warm, and I was saying, oh yeah, try ibuprofen. Jinxed for Langst, welcome to the stream, good to see you. Yeah, and if you don't know, we're giving away this, a empowered robust backpack this evening. Pretty nice for an endgame toon, I would have said. Right, let's go and get flagged. Probably die and then have to rebirth. But hey. What the hey? John Goodhorse. How we doing? Broke my ankle and was only in a cast 2 weeks before the doctor took it off and told me to start walking on it again. Depends on the break. You know, trust the people that have done 10 years medical training, you know? They know their shit. They've dedicated thousands and thousands of hours. Got to practice. Had been evaluated. They know what they're doing. They tell you walk on it, walk on it. Footage is still broken. Yeah, it's part of the healing though. Okay, we got the 3. Yeah, your bone will start knitting almost instantly that it breaks. It's crazy. Your body's really good at fixing itself. You know, 4 billion years of evolution have seen to that. There's limits, but it'll do a pretty stand-up job. Mission complete. Goodbye. Right, okay, so we're done there. We've done the elite, so let's hand in. I have my reward now. Goodbye. Yeah, so it's hashtag loot please to enter for the giveaway. Oh, did we hand this in already? I think we did. Right, so Freelancers Inc. we now have complete 1 normal daily, so I'm guessing we'll do do a Doja. Neb had a cast on for a week from emergency room, was at orthopedics ward last Friday, removed the cast for a few x-rays and then got a splint, was told I could walk on it. Yeah, I mean, that bone, like we were saying, your tibula, the thin bone in the bottom of your leg, doesn't actually really take any weight. It's the big bone. The fibula is the one that takes the weight. Yeah, totally worked. There you go, you see. They know these things, these medical people. Who'd have thunk, right? You know, your car don't work. You go to a mechanic. Ah, look, it's working again. You know, same kind of deal. They're experts in their own field. Right, let's go to Inferno. Yeah, I've never had a full break. I've only had hairline and something else, I think. Oh yeah, a night. Was it that? I can't. It might have been. I think it was this arm. There's the scar. Anyway, yeah. Blocked a knife while I was being attacked outside a club. I knocked the guy out, and the knife was still in there. That's adrenaline and alcohol for you, though. Hey, hurt like shit afterwards. I'll tell you that for nothing. I was like, I went to, and then like the bouncers had come down by this point, and he's on the floor. And I went, don't pull it out, don't pull it out. Wait. Still have a healthy level. Nothing wrong with being skeptical and keeping, you know, a critical mind, but at the same time, I didn't know you frequented Liverpool. I can't remember, where was it? I think it was a town called Rhyl in North Wales. It could get rough, especially in the summer, you know, with tourists coming in. "38 years, never had a break or fracture. Touch wood. Hope you never do." Sometimes you can just get lucky, and you know, the way you fall or the way something happens, you know, is sufficient that it doesn't break the bone. And some people have, you know, have grown up with a really good diet, and their bones are strong and healthy, and, you know, usually all the, you know, falling out of a tree before you're like 12, before people, your bones, even when you're a baby, your bones, you can bend. It's only later they get, you know, hardened. But the trick is, you lose bone density when you don't apply pressure to your body. Like astronauts suffer with it, you know, when they're on like the long term on like the space station or whatever, in microgravity. You know, they have to work hard to maintain bone density, because your body's like, you know, if it's not needed, it'll do without the cost of maintaining it, is the way your body kind of deals. So osteoporosis, there you go. So yeah, if you lift something heavy every day, it will help you to maintain your bone density. I mean, you got to eat things with calcium and whatnot in them as well, but yeah. And then the rest is, hey, genetics, which is, you know, finger in the wind. It's the card you dealt. Yeah, if you've got like an office job and you're kind of very sedentary, you sit around a lot, you don't really run. Running, you know, bang, 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 bang on the bone. The body's responses make bone stronger. Same with weightlifting. So yeah, if you do a few squats, pull your own weight off the ground every day, you'll maintain. Your body will go, yeah, apparently we need the good bones, let's keep them, and your body will maintain them. Yeah, you've got to have a reasonably healthy diet. You need your vitamins. Yeah, weightlifting is one of the best things after 40, yeah, because you maintain the bone density. I mean, you're not going to go in there and do roids and, you know, and all that, and just train and eat well, you know. We got nothing we want there, okay. Yeah, you can't absorb calcium without the vitamin D, and you get both in milk. So, good news. You get vitamin D in lots of stuff as well. Like people eat, oh, I need vitamin C, you know, right, I need to eat lots and lots of fruit. Well, when you have a jacket potato, eat the skin. There's more vitamin C in the skin of a jacket potato of average size than there is in an orange of average size. And sunshine. Get outside for 10-20 minutes a day. None of those has a Doja for us. Oh well. Outside, what kind of heresy is this? Yeah, I walk at least 3 or 4 miles every day. Get outside, and I walk from our house down to the seafront, walk along a couple of miles along the promenade, and then kind of meander back through town. So I'm getting sunshine on some of my skin, even in the winter. You feel better as well, just for the walk. And yeah, it's not massive exercise, you're only walking, but all helps. Yeah, exercise and good diet is healthy. Who'd have thunk, right? Who knew? I don't know what's... Even polarized sunlight will do. Yeah, this time of the year though, yeah, you got to catch it, haven't you? Like where are we now? 20... So the days are getting longer again because we've gone through the solstice, but the Earth is like more like a satsuma than it is like a ball. So if you're far north enough, like Scotland and the like, there onwards the Earth kind of flattens out, so the effect of the Earth's tilt is greater and greater, you know. Yeah, I mean, it on the 21st, it was virtually dark by 3:30 in the afternoon here. I know it's probably worse than that in Norway, maybe. Certainly the north of Norway. Jinx Phalanx, I will do no such thing. If your name is drawn, I will hold on to it for you for the next stream. And look after the inverted commas problematic child, I know. It can be overwhelming for them, bless. Comparable, but yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, because the Earth isn't, you know, like a perfect sphere. It's an oblique spheroid, in fact, because it spins. And you might imagine the Earth is very solid and whatnot, but in actual fact, most of it is molten. Like, if you think of an apple and the apple skin, the solid rock is the skin. Everything else is molten to one degree or another below that. So, because it spins, it also bows out a bit in the middle, and therefore flattens down a bit at the top and the bottom. So the effect of latitude is greater the further north you go than you would assume. It's like, it's not a straight line. I mean, I'm explaining it in very layman terms because I understand it in very layman terms. So Loxy, welcome to the stream, the Christmas stream. Hi chat, hi Carlos, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, I made a point of it, like you were allowed outside for exercise during lockdown, so I would do the same walk every day. And it was funny because you started seeing, you know, people walking their dogs and stuff at the same time every day, and you'd kind of end up being like, hi, hello again. Out for the walk? Yeah. You know, it was quite nice actually. Okay. We're not having much luck with these guys, are we? Yeah, I mean, you were allowed out for exercise, so if they said, what are you doing? I said, well, I live in this town and I'm taking a walk from my house to the promenade, a couple of miles down the promenade and back again. It gives me 4 miles of walking every day, which I need for healthy, you know, to remain vaguely healthy. Dread who? Dread Charybdis. No. Dread Charybdis has followed. Thank you for the follow. My ex-neighbours used to take his goldfish on a walk in a plastic bag as an excuse for exercise. It can be personal exercise as well. It doesn't have to be an animal. Looks like it just come from the fairground, you know? I wouldn't do that to a fish, actually. I don't think fish are into that. Wasn't the case in, but yeah, of course it was different in different regions and countries. Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, here you could be out for a walk for the sake of exercise. So yeah, no, I was never questioned by anybody. You know, the police would see you walking down the promenade. And just be like, yeah. I made it into a bit of a routine, so early in the morning I'd go for the walk, and then on the part of the walk that comes back, I would stop at the local superstore for, you know, whatever dinner we were going to have that night, and just buy fresh every day. Quite enjoyed it, not going to lie. Did very little driving that year. Well, you couldn't. You weren't supposed to. Yeah, because all our jabs and vaccinations and whatnot were all... It was like being back in school almost. The body vanished. Where did it go? I couldn't click on it, and now it's vanished into the ground. No! I've been robbed. I just saw one walking over here, though. Where the hell did that go? Yeah, so when we were turning up for, you know, vax number 1, vax number 2, booster number 3... I'd see it'd be the same faces in the crowd, in the queue each time. You're like, oh, all right, yeah. And it'd be like you're more or less in the same age group and date of birth or whatever, you know, so, yeah. Singapore with hydrate. I will indeed. Posture. Yes, I'm feeling resplendently relaxed. Come on. Oh, there's going to be one of these days where I just don't get one for ages, isn't it? Yeah, so even during lockdown, still made the effort. It's worth it. Yeah, I think it's... You guys have got snow in Norway now, don't you? Because I know the northeast of the UK has, but where we are, we're the south, we're the kind of the west, really. Kind of Midwest. North Wales is like in the middle a bit. Halfway up, I suppose. Yeah, just rain and wind here. But in the north of Scotland, yeah, snow. Can't remember it snowing. Yeah, I'm betrayed by my own memory, but my memory says no. It used to snow every Christmas. It didn't. It didn't. You can look up the weather records. It never did. But you kind of remember it that way. I live in Stavanger. And it's mostly just rain and ice. Oh, right, okay. That's quite south. Oslo's quite south as well, isn't it? But yeah. The mine are attacking the one who's hidden in the mountain. So I'm going to do that. And then fetch them back to fight this one. And he should follow it. Outside of the mountain. There we go. Stravingar. Have a look where you are in the world. Oh, is that Norway? I thought Norway kind of started here. Right. Oh, well, that means... Oh, right, there you go. So it's Oslo. Oslo. So you're south of them, but not by much. But yeah, they've got snow in the UK. We're over here. Is where I am, so way south of you. But yeah. Yeah, it's more inland. Yeah, that's something else. We're right on the coast as well, so the salt content of the air has an effect on whether you get snow or not. I was looking at all the broken up bits on that map and thought it was like Denmark or something. Lots of bits. I mean, you know, back in 6,000 years ago when it was Doggerland, it would have been, those have been mountain peaks, so yeah. None of these have any... Damn, nothing. What, did you take some ibuprofen and the cramps seem to have gone? I told you, it's a miracle, that stuff. Yeah, I know. What, did you just have the one, like 200 milligram? Like have just butter a slice of bread and eat that with it. Protect your stomach lining and yada yada yada. Yeah, but for anything, I swear on my, you know, my own personal experience with ibuprofen, fucking amazing stuff. Yeah, not quite gone, but enough that you could quite easily ignore it. That's the thing I kind of get with it. Is like, yeah, it's not totally gone, but it's gone enough that it's not dominating you. You know, like you can kind of ignore it. I mean, you have a couple of beers or a glass of wine or whatever, and it's gone. Not that I advocate mixing alcohol with any medication, but it'll be gone. So yeah. I mean, alcohol inhibits pain and also relaxes muscles as well. So, you know, what a glass of wine with it, probably all right. Glad to hear anyway. Neb, don't want you to suffer unnecessarily. And I've been live for an hour, so we started talking about that about halfway through that, so it's only just kicking in now. In another 20 minutes, you might be like, oh wow, yeah, you know what, until I try and sense it, I don't. So yeah, you know. Utah with a loot, please. Good luck. Yeah, and apparently ibuprofen was developed as a anti-inflammatory. But it does a lot of other things as well, but none of them are negative, you know, so. Utah, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas to the Americans. Not just the Americans, mate. It's pretty universal. Ukraine celebrated Christmas today as well for the first time in years. Because we celebrate on the 25th, because that's the Gregorian calendar. But the old calendar, it was on the 7th or the 6th, something like that, which is what Russia did and stuck with. You know, so they've decided this year, no, we're going to celebrate on the 25th, like most of Christendom, as they say. So yeah, they've celebrated today as well for the first time. I know for Norway and most of the Scandinavian nations, it's kind of like Christmas Eve is the actual big one, isn't it? Like you do the presents and all that on Christmas Eve. I kind of like that one. Yeah. Everyone goes, yeah, Christmas Day is the 25th in Norway, but the celebrations are on the eve. It's like New Year. Like, you don't go out on New Year's Day, you know, and party. You go out on New Year's Eve and party. So it's a bit more like that, isn't it? You know, it's not that odd at all. And like, as well as that, in Norway, Easter is a much bigger kind of a holiday than Christmas is, but it's not a fixed date with Easter because of it's based on, like, they do it on the moon and whatever. It's a bit more vague. Yeah, it's not like a date, it's whenever Easter falls, and Easter falls differently every year. Celebration and gifts on the 24th, party your arse off on the 26th. Well, it's going to kind of be a little bit like that for us. Charlie Brown is now following. Well, thank you for the follow, Charlie Brown. I have many ads. Okay, let's start dealing with the ads. They're only going to annoy us. Hey, Carlos. Hey, chat. Hey, dude. Merry Christmas if you celebrate, and if not, happy holidays anyway. Myself proper into the Christmas mood after the stream. I'm going to be watching Scrooged with Bill Murray. And it is kind of one of my favourite Christmas movies, because I can watch it even now, and it's like a 90s movie, I want to say. But yeah, it's just so good. And it's Bill Murray doing what Bill Murray does best, is when he goes through, the character he plays will be going through some sort of, a mean-spirited 20th century cynic. But by the end, he's changed, he's evolved, and, he feels differently about things, and it's just gloriously, when he does it, it's just glorious. Wasn't it the 80s? I don't know. I think I can survive. Right. There you go. Scrooge. Bill Murray. When did it come out? 88. You're right. Yeah, it is. It's quite an old movie. 1988. Yeah, I was thinking 90s, but yeah, it's 1988. And I still love that movie. Like that, and like Groundhog Day, just there's something about the way it was directed, written, and acted, and everything. Just something about it just grabs me. It really does. Every time I'm like, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. But it's a good kind of... just saying. Yeah, Groundhog Day is probably one of my all-time favourite movies. It really is. And if you've never seen it, just watch it. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Just watch it. It's amazing. How is it? Scrooged. Oh, right. Yeah. Just Google that. It'll come up. There was the debate online. Yeah, apparently 6 years or something. Someone figured out. Someone said 6 months. Someone else said six years. You know, and so on and so forth. So, you boss, Stuart! You killed my pet. Stop that. Imagine seeing Groundhog Day for the first time. Yeah, it holds up. It holds up right, you know, today. It makes sense today as much as it did then. It really does. There's a lot of movies that don't hold up today. Charlie Brown, Carlos, what server is this? Or what servers are still... Okay, so... Rubi-Ka 1 and 2. Well, actually, okay, let's go back a bit further. We had Atlantean, so Rubi-Ka 1, Rubi-Ka 2, and then the German server. The German server was merged with 1 and 2 many years ago. And then 1 and 2 were merged about 20... What year did that happen? 2015-ish? Into one server. Which was actually quite good. In the end. Yay, Doja! Finally. Right, let's right-click that. So we've got the Doja. So, for paid characters, there's also what used to be a progression server called the 2019 server. Lost in translation. I have seen it. I'm not remembering it, is the honest thing. But yeah, I'm sure if I started watching it, I'd go, oh, I know this one. Yeah, I think it's one of those sort of movies. Yeah, Scrooged and Groundhog Day 2, even though Groundhog Day is not set at Christmas, it's set after Christmas, after New Year, somehow it still feels like a Christmas movie. It just does. Yeah, so if you're playing a free account, so like, you remember Froob? You can only play on Test Live, which is still around, and this server. This is Rubi-Ka 5. It's now known as, or just Rubi-Ka when you do the launcher. If you're on a paid account, you can pay on what used to be a progression server, but is now at the same expansions and items and whatnot. Excuse me, as the main server, but it doesn't have the global market interface, the GMI. It has a much smaller population. We'll be going there afterwards. But it's much more... The thing I like about the 2019 server is it's more of an island community. Everybody kind of knows everybody. Everybody's a bit more friendly and sharing. And there's... Yeah, there's something nice about that server that I like. And a lot of the people on it as well. I'm not saying I'm going to retire to that server, because I'm not. Because a lot of things don't go with you, like your old veteran points don't go with you, some of the armors you get don't go with you, you know, things like that. Yeah, I don't have the time to spend. Yeah, if you play Froob, you'll get onto this server. This is the Rubi-Ka 2019, Rubi-Ka 5 server. So the main server, essentially. So to Mohoney, Merry Christmas, you blessed man. Plasteel will do. No. Get your newcomer's armor on the new Noob Island. Uh-oh, I can't get to Joe platform. Well, Let's use another teleporter then. Screw you. I'm gonna zone. There you go. See? Hello, Newland Lake. Nice to see you again. Yes, I know my way around. Yeah, you get newcomer's armor in the new startup area, which is called I've got a bazillion videos for. I've got like the whole quest line in there for all the nice bits of gear. And oh, hang on.
Her Excellency, Eva Poor Eyes, would like to remind everyone that if you want a real sense of community, join Omnitech today. Be part of our family. Be part of humanity's future.
Thank you very much, Soto Mahoney, for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. There we go. Right, so we're back on Rubi-Ka anyway. So while you're there, you'll talk to Sarah Green. Sarah Green will sell you some newcomer armor. It's clickable armor, so buy level 1 if it's available, like the cheapest one she's got, and you just put it in your inventory, right click it, costs you a few creds every time, not many, and you can level it up to, is it 220? And also, if you join a faction in there, so yay, XP, there we go. So also, if you join a faction there as well, you can make it look a lot better. So yeah. Alright, that's as much as I kind of want to do on this character for today. I might come back and do other stuff. Saturday and Sunday we did loads of the Christmas missions and whatnot, and they were good fun, but we're going to schmoozle off and muck about on the 2019 server. We started yet another character there. Yeah, for Froob's MAs are so good now. Not as good as paid, because you can't use Zazen form, which greatly increases your healing ability but lowers your damage. But even so, your healing and damage are still pretty impressive. Right. I am going to get another beer. I am, sorry. Gotta be done. It's Christmas Day. You know. It's a rule. So, I shall be back. Sire's back. There we go. I look like I look like a biker. Right, okay. And I don't even own a bike, so there you go. I'm going to leave this character logged in and turn the sound off, and then we're going to log into 2019, because yes, you can do both. What does Scrooged mean? Yes, well, you've heard of Scrooge. Dickens? Scrooge? You've heard of that, surely. Scrooge McDuck. And, well, yeah, the original story is the story of an old, bitter miser who sees nothing in life but financial gain. He's the epitome of mean old man with money. Life is like in the book. You kind of get a bit of an insight into why he is the way he is as well. And it's been adapted thousands of times. Like a lot of great stories have. Anyway, one final Christmas Eve, he's visited by 3 ghosts: a ghost of the past, which kind of does a retelling of why he's the way he is. The ghost of the present, that shows him the truth of how he is now is affecting everyone around him. And then finally, the most frightening of all is the ghost of Christmas future, which shows him how it's all going to end if he carries on the way he is. So it's like a tale of morality. It's about looking at where you come from, looking at the effect you have in the world right now, and then looking at where that's going to end up if you carry on the path you're on. He wakes up in the morning after all of this with the realization he doesn't have to be that way. He could be a much better person. He could be much more giving to people. And he's a changed man in the morning. "You boy, fetch me the fattest goose in all of London," throws him the coin. It's a classic moment in so many adaptations and movies. So if you've been Scrooged, inverted commas, effectively you've gone from being in a pretty bad place, having a kind of a revelation, and then going forward from there with a new outlook and a new attitude. That's kind of what Scrooge, if a person has been Scrooged, that's kind of what's happened to them. They've had a big change of heart about how they should be, how they should view the world, how they should act to other people. So, yeah, it's a wonderful story. It really is. So, anyway, that's kind of why they just called it Scrooge. So it's like a 1980s retelling of the classic Dickens tale. I think it's Charles Dickens, isn't it? Am I giving it crediting the wrong author? But and it's brilliant. Bill Murray is so good at redemption arc. He's so good at going from bad guy comes good, and you absolutely believe that he's so convincing in that role. It's wonderful, Zinzig, welcome to the stream. Right, let's go. We got this level 25 keeper. We'll get the movie somehow. You can probably... Let's a quick Google. Right, I don't know where you live, but... Okay, IMDb. It's on... You can get it on YouTube. You can get it on Amazon Prime. Apple TV. So what is it on Prime Video? Yeah, I can watch it for free. If you've got... Oh, God, here we go. Prime is jumping in. Yeah, don't watch the trailer. I want you to. Yeah, so it's if you've got Prime, it's free on Prime, at least in the UK, maybe not in your region. So it's readily available. It's readily available. So Michael Caine was the best Scrooge. What, with the Muppets? Yeah. Kind of was. Right, we're on here. Now, last time we were here, we had checked disable all XP gains because we wanted to get the helmet that you can only get if you're the right level from that dungeon. Actually, I should... Ooh, treatment is required to be 148. Nip in here and use a treatment clinic, and then we'll put that on. And then see you ring. Decentralized archive. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, you can probably download it in a lot of places. You can probably get it. It's from 1988. I don't think you're going to affect any holiday that the executives for that company were going to go on this year if you do that. Obviously, I do not condone such action. But yeah, you probably can quite easily. The Muppet Christmas Carol. Yeah, there you go. So I said hi to Zinzig. Let's make sure I haven't missed anyone. So to Mahoney, obviously, with the cheer as well. Crazy Mountain Goat, welcome to the stream. Bastion for free, welcome on in. Good luck with your entry. Shelby Envo, good luck with your entry. Newtar I've said hi to, so I haven't missed anyone so far. I don't think. Yeah, the Muppet one I kind of like. But the best thing from the Muppets was Farscape. Changed my mind. Sorry, but it was. It introduced me to Claudia Black, so sorry, but Claudia Black, man. Right, it has many buffs. Right, I think I've still got Freelancers Inc., so let's go and pick up dailies. The Blackadder one, what did they do? I can't remember it. I think I've still got the comp lit implants in. I do. Need to go change them back. That was Adami gave me those. Let's go and change them back. Blackadders, yeah. So in the movie, Bill Murray, you get to see why and it's one of the best retellings of the original tale because it does the part that a lot of them don't, which is why are they the way they are? Really? I had a level 10 head implant in? Really? Did I not? Right, hang on. Let's go to the... I have no idea. I was very, very drunk by the end of the stream. So, hang on, let's nip in here. Osmotic, are you talking about Scrooged? Scroofed? No, Scrooged with Bill Murray. Scrooged, yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's my favourite Xmas movie. It's one of mine. I don't know if it's but it's right up there. Some people are like, oh no, It's a Wonderful Life. I'm like, yeah, it's a good movie. I don't know if it really holds up as well today as it did then, or, you know. Oh, I need Psychic. Right, hang on. Hang on. Have I got all the buffs? Yeah, I've got Cascading as well. I've got 103. Oh, god damn it. Right, hang on then. Take the eye out. That's a Complit eye. It's quite a useful eye. And then the other one's Complit 15 and Sense him. Okay. Right, hand Complit assault rifle. Yeah, sure. The other one is a level 50, but it's got a fast attack on it, so that's good. What's in the ear? In telly, yeah, I need what did it say for the brain? Psychic. Okay, I want an ear implant with psychic in it. What quality is that ear? It's quality 57 intelligence. She's got again there. Okay. Tutoring psychic for 3. Yeah, I'll get the cheap one. We'll swap those. That will put the level 50 brain in. Yes, it does, and they'll swap back. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, Scrooge, I don't know. It might be my favourite. I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything I think is a better Christmas movie, and I'm not having a lot of luck. I'm struggling to think of one. You know what? I've never seen Bad Santa. But I like Scrooge because the whole story of Scrooge is about redemption. And the whole story of Scrooged with Bill Murray is a retelling of that redemption, done incredibly well and acted incredibly well. John really redeems himself. Yeah, they made sequels though, didn't they, with Bad Santa? And like, yeah, you know, Hollywood. Why have I... Applying for a job. Straightforward, please. Goodbye. Okay. Ooh, Nomad Camp Waste Prowlers. Oh, that's a big one. He does. What happens in Bad Santa 2 then? Or is it just like, just watch the first one, ignore the sequels? Is it one of those? Where can you offer me an elite assignment? The 3 wins. Yes, baby. Goodbye. Billy Bob. Yeah. So, yeah, I might give it a go. But I'm going to watch Bill Murray in Scrooged first. And the romantic interest. And she's a good one. Because she's not the focus of the film, but she is very much a part of it. I cannot think of her name. She's absolutely gorgeous. And she was you remember the first Indiana Jones movie? Yeah, she's the lady in that. Almost knocks Indy out in one punch and drinks some Cossack twice her size under the table. Is it Lauren Graham? Is that her name? Apologies, Lauren Graham. You are absolutely such a gorgeous looking woman. You shine with goodness. Yeah, she is. She is. Yeah, look, Karen Allen. There you go. Yeah, that's her today. She looks great. I mean, wow. Talk about aging well. She really has. But in the movie, she's obviously the much younger version of herself. Because she is younger. Like, she's 72 now. She looks amazing. 72, look. That's 72 years old. She's a knockout at 72. Karen Allen, when she's young, she just... Wow. Come on. You know, if you can't see it, I can't explain it. Except... I don't know. Who's Lauren Graham then? Who's that? Who's Lauren Graham? I'm going to be embarrassed when I see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like her too. Is she in it? Is she in Scrooge? Or is she in the other movie? Is that... Are we... She's in Bad Santa, okay. Control Shift T. All right, let's go back. Yeah, Carol Kane as well is in it, and I just love the way she is. She's like a real firecracker, real spitfire, you know. It's like, hello, I look all small and dainty, but I'm gonna knock you out anyway. I love that about her, you know. And yeah, you know, she's like all of us getting older. Where's she now? 71 years of age, yeah. Still looks pretty bloody good to me. Doesn't look, maybe hasn't aged as well as Lauren has, but goddamn. She's in the new Strange New Worlds, and she's brilliant in that. She is so good in that. She's like redoing the whole what was she in that she was where she was similar? Princess's Bride. She's very similar to that in this movie. I think that's just the way they directed her, though, you know. So Faradottir, welcome to the stream. Great to see you, sir. Yeah, she's very funny in this one as well. She's very funny in Scrooge. But anyway, yeah, I could go on and on about Scrooged. I've seen it a gazillion times, and I do love that movie. And I'm the same with Groundhog Day. There's something about those two movies. John Goodman. Doughty is a daughter, though. Wait, what? I don't know. I've lost track of what chat is talking about now. Dotteri is daughter. It sounds like it. Yeah, Karen Allen. There was some newspaper story by one of these god-awful tabloids, and they were going, look at the state of her now. And I'm like, she's 70-odd years old. What's wrong with you? She looks amazing for her age. What the fuck are you smoking, dude? Oh, Farah is your tune. Oh, right, okay, right. Chat has just completely gone off, doing its own thing now. I have no clue. I think I'm being followed by something. I'm not sure what. Oh, you want some, do you? You want some? Have some. Farah is my... Oh, right, okay, yeah, I got totally lost. I did. I was like, who's talking about what to who? Two Cats Yelling. Welcome to the stream. That's a fine Inuit kind of name, maybe. I don't know. Sounds like it. Or is it like a more Cherokee tradition for naming? I don't know. Whatever. Cool name. Welcome to the stream. It's literally my life. I have two very demanding cats. Faradottir with a loot, please. Good luck.
It's me again, Brian, the voice of Omnitech. On behalf of myself, and the entire Omnitech board of directors, we wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Rubi-Ka.
Well, thank you very much once again. To Soto Mohoney. And of course, the Omnitech board directors and Brian. Yes, indeed. Merry Christmas to everyone. If you've had enough Christmas and you're sneaking out and watching the stream and like pretending you're not on your computer or your phone, it's okay. We're all friends here. No one's telling anyone. We're all good. It's fine. It's just fine. You know, you're just checking your work emails. We'll back you up, okay? Right, we need another waste prowler. Let's go back on track. I'm playing a cousin game to AO, Secret World Legends. I did try that. I'm representing AO though, got my leet pet following me around. Have they got leets in the Secret World? I never found them. I played for like 3 hours on a stream and then like couldn't get it. And I don't think, I'm not going to blame the game for that. I think that was entirely on me. They're not in the game itself. They have a pet though. Okay. Okay. They went in the original, yeah. I'm watching you. I'm watching the chefs get destroyed. What a Christmas present. Cry. Mahoney's cry. The chiefs. The chiefs, not the chefs. I'm sorry. You're watching me as a distraction from the trauma of your team losing. Uh-oh. It's Metal Mickey. I mean, Electro Unique. Let's not annoy them. Yeah, I mean, this is it. Funcom do come up with some diamonds in the rough with their games. But then they walk away from the game and go to the next thing, and you're like, wait, what? We weren't done. It's not finished. You know. 2 out of 4. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. I am looking for West Prowlers. I'm not finding any. It's always the way with this mission. Finding the mobs takes longer than it does to actually kill them. Yeah, I gave it a go. I don't have it installed anymore, so I'm not about to play it now. But yeah, it was okay. Didn't completely grab me, but I thought it was all right. Funcom being with games the way I am with my AO characters. Yeah, you get so far and go, yeah, we're done now. I don't want to play with you anymore. It's like the Woody meme, isn't it? He's dropping. It's dropping Woody in the bin or whatever. I ain't seen no waste prowlers. Come on. You guys aren't even grey to me yet. Let's go. Oh, found one. Yeah, they always seem to be about the next thing, don't they? They're never... I need one more. They're never... I don't know, they just don't seem to stick at it, do they? You know, they get it out the door, patch it a few times, a couple of expansions, and just leave it go. And the people that are fans of it are always like, yeah, but... There's so much more we could be doing, you know, and... No, we're looking at the new shiny Lego thing that they managed to fluff up twice, I had. Sorry, Funcom, you know you did. Man, I kind of miss the old times where everyone was gathering around BB in entertainment, running missions in Broken Shores. Yeah. And for me, it was in tier, etc. But yeah, very much similar thing. Meeting up, doing Broken Shores missions. Yeah, sitting at the tier gate and standing on the south gate sign in that little cluster there. And then all running to the grid, gridding to Broken Shores, arguing over whatever, getting to the actual mission. I remember it before we had actual team missions where you had to use a key duplicator. And we were still doing that, but we would meet in Avalon and roll the Broken Shores mission from Avalon, because the further apart you are, the bigger the reward, and blah blah. And then one of the patches they did, missions became like the team missions, that like official team missions suddenly became like 5 floors, and each floor was like 600 mobs each. It was just like, what? It was nuts. Remember, for a good while my CPU couldn't handle Broken Shores. Yeah, it used to be like murder. It really did. I mean, compared to today's CPU, I mean, your phone is probably 10 times the processing power of a, you know, top-end PC in 2001, 2003. Not a word of a lie. I mean, it absolutely is, you know. I think this is the last one of the waste prowlers we need. And done. We're level 26. There's no going to the subway anymore. Yeah, I remember. I started playing. I had a Pentium 3. You know, when they were like a slot rather than a CPU directly in, they went in on like they looked like a kind of like a candy bar, and they just went in a slot. I had a Pentium 3, and it was overclocked to God knows. I think it was a Pentium 350 overclocked to 500 megahertz. And an odd number of RAM, like 200 and something megabytes, not gig, megabytes. And like barely being able to run the game on the lowest settings. Yeah. GeForce 2, yeah, I had a Voodoo 3 and it couldn't quite do it, and it made me get a GeForce 2. I remember it. Yeah, and it could do it, it could run it. But I'd played Half-Life on the Voodoo 3 like a couple of years before. Remember a friend of mine telling me, yeah, I you know what, I can tell you a story about my GeForce 2. So at the time, there was a GeForce 2 32 megabyte. This is when graphics cards had megabytes of RAM. Which me and Mrs. Carlos 2 drove all the way to like a PC World, which was like, you know, somewhere that sold them. In Chester, I think it was. And we paid for the 32 meg, and the guy handed me a box with the 64 in it. And I was like, okay, should I say something? And young as I was then, I didn't. I was like, they're gonna realize. So he hands me the box. I'm going, that's just the 64 one, which was like, you know, I don't know, 50 quid more or whatever. So we're walking out the door, and she goes, what are you in a hurry for? Get in the car, we're going, we've got a receipt, we're going. And we leave. It's like, oh my god, I've got the 64 meg version. Because the guy just handed, like, whoever went in the stores to go and pick it up was negligent, and just handed me the wrong one, the one with 64 meg. I was like, oh my god, I've got the 64 meg. Which had, like, way more power and yada yada yada, could run at much higher resolutions, etc. It was nuts. I remember getting the GeForce 3, and the one I got, I bought from a friend who was upgrading to a GeForce 4, so it'd been quite a while. And it came with a pair of goggles with a wire for 3D. And the way it kind of worked was you wore the goggles with the goggles plugged in, and your monitor be flashing back and forth like this. Left eye, right eye, left eye, right eye. It'd be polar eye. It'd be all kind of like semi sort of syncing up together. It was nuts. And I'm missing some cracking stories here. Let me just target this mob. Right, okay. Remember a friend of mine telling me how back when he played it around launch, well before Shadowlands, during boss events, was a slideshow. It was. I also ran, yeah, on a Voodoo card. I remember mine on eBay from a local guy who actually gave me a negative review for no reason. I still remember it and it bugs me. Yeah, some people are just arseholes. That's their problem. That's a them problem. That's not your problem. Don't let it bug you. I bet your life has turned out better than theirs. Because people that do that kind of shit always comes back and bites them in the arse. Guaranteed. That friend would talk about trying to find Tarasque and then having to hit his attack several seconds before. Yeah, you did. You did. You had to kind of play you had to play the game in your head. If you have the ability to, if you have a mind's eye. Not everyone does, by the way. Not everyone can auto visualize. Some people aren't able to do that. And you know, it's a shame, but it happens to be true. Anyway, and they can't. So when you're explaining things to them, you've got to be end to end, or they're just never going to get it. They're not dumb. They just can't, kind of do the thing where you picture it all in your mind abstractly. Some people can't abstract in that way. Yeah, I bought a Voodoo 3000 GameStop, and they were the same. Like, no one knew the differences back then. Yeah, exactly. His criminal past eventually resulted in enrolling clan, says Newtar. My first desktop PC was a 286 12 megahertz with 1 meg of RAM and a 20 meg hard drive. I could display 256 colors. Trident 1 meg master race. I was the envy of my friends. You would have been back then. Remember when SL came out, I had to look at my character's feet or everything would like, yep. My actual first computer was a Mac Plus. Oh God. I upgraded my GPU not long after. Yeah. I mean, Voodoo and the Glide thing were great for the time they were around. But as soon as we went into rasterization, they were just... It was all over. It was very sad. There's various YouTube kind of documentaries about what actually happened and what changed in the technology, and how if you stand still in that kind of technology space, you're doomed, What have we got there? Two cats yelling, hey, I'm clan, I'm a good person. Well, I like to think I am. I think I'm probably an average person who is trying to be a good person. I think that's probably more what I am. I had an AMD Sapphire back then. Worked great. It's very economical. Yeah. Worked great. Yeah. Okay, I think I've caught up now. Okay, to be fair, IRP a good person. I think we all do. That's the thing. If you have a desire to be a better person than you are therefore a good person. The desire to be a better person than you are is an inherent quality of actually being a good person, I would argue. Come here, little pixie. Come to me. Stop running away. Yeah, I would argue that wanting to be a better person means you're probably a better person than you realize you are. That's just my take. I'm just saying. I could be wrong. But I would say a person has no desire to be a better human being probably isn't one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, just saying. Someone is like, why should I bother being a good person? That kind of person probably isn't a good person and probably never will be. Did you know Funcom is owned, no, 51% of the shares are owned by a Chinese company. Mostly they're owned by the Norwegian government. Yes, I know, I'm well aware. I remember it happening and everyone going, oh my God, it's the end of everything and blah, 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 blah. They're shareholders. They're silent shareholders. They invest into companies to make profit. That's it. They don't tell the companies what to do other than make us money. That's all they do. They're an investment company. That's it. That's where it starts and ends. Outside of that, they don't give a crap. Do whatever, but if you return a good quarterly paycheck, we're happy. That's how they operate. I love the atmosphere in this game. The skybox is so well done. Since Tencent took over, or took the majority shares, we've only had positives in the game. And I guarantee you they had nothing to do with any of them. You know, Norway's financially independent because instead of selling off its, you know, its gas and oil, it kept it. It made the smart decision of sitting on its own resources. I wonder if they'll change their operation in the West. They might pull out. But that's as much as will happen. They won't tell a company they don't understand in a field of business they don't understand how to run that business. They'll just ask that they be paid a profit. That's it. That's how these silent investment companies work. They may funnel their money into things we're not fond of, but that's kind of where it ends. Beyond that, they don't give a crap. They really don't. You make thing, pay us money. That's it. Beyond that, they don't give a shit. They keep arresting drug producers in Oklahoma that are from China. China has a lot of issues politically. You know, they've now got an emperor again. And that's always going to be a problem because it always will be a problem when you replace a democracy with an emperor, and when no one can stand against you in an election, then you become an emperor or a king or, you know, whatever. And you're a dictatorship. And that's the problem they've created for themselves. There's only one way that goes. Only one way that goes is revolt. Eventually it goes to revolt. People at the top get used to being there. They get more and more greedy. They want more and more off everyone else. And eventually the people go, you know what? I haven't eaten in 3 days. Screw you. Riot. And that includes the military. And suddenly they lose control. And it happens. History keeps repeating itself in this. It keeps repeating itself. It's like Putin has set himself up as like the Tsar of Russia. Anyone that stands against him in an election is arrested, murdered, or poisoned. Nothing in between. Nothing subtle. There was one lady that wanted to stand against him as a candidate who was anti-Ukraine invasion. And she was arrested for being unpatriotic and therefore not allowed to stand in the election. Because Putin knows if she did stand on that, we're going to pull out of the Ukraine and apologise, she'd probably win, and suddenly he loses being the Tsar of Russia again. Yeah, but the thing is, he ain't going to live forever. And as soon as he's gone, incapacitated or ineffectual, it's all over. The second that happens, no one is going to step in. I mean, they'll try. People will try and step in and replace him, but it ain't going to be the same. And once he's gone, he is gone. And the Russia as it is now is pretty much going to be gone. Guarantee you that. Yeah, he's still alive. I mean, during COVID, he wouldn't meet with anyone directly. Show the young woman your wrist. I can't believe it's still up, but yay. Yeah, it's wasted because you've got someone that grew up on the streets, became part of the KGB, saw the collapse of the Soviet Union into modern Russia, and then spent 10 years through the 90s plotting to turn it back, and has more or less successfully turned it back into the original Russia with a Tsar. Only the cracks are showing daily. And it can't run like that forever because he's not going to live forever. Simple as that. Neb, redeemed jet posture. I am stood. Have you all seen the t-shirt, guys? Have you? There we go. I'll just show you now. See? Guitarist Evolution. That was from Mrs. Carl. I'm rather fond of this t-shirt. It's become my favourite. And I am getting another beer, so I should leave it on the intermission screen. I'll only be gone in like a couple of minutes. Another one will take his place and may continue. No. Once he's gone, the opposition going to start targeting all his cronies. His network of blackmail and extortion will fall over very quickly without him at the helm. Without that guy's iron will and iron vision, once that's gone, it'll go down like a stack of dominoes, a house of cards. It really will. You watch. I'll be back. Right, I is back. Right, we are going to the temple. We've got the Freelancers Inc., but we should also have... There's another Freelancers mission you can get, isn't there? For the temple. Cultist culling. So I think we should go grab that. And, like, get them both done. Unless, in our timeline, the Russians have got their hands on Dr. Zobov and they have the Omega bots right now. Well, you never know. Yeah, no dictatorship lasts forever. It can last an awfully long time, but it will never last forever. History has shown us that. Now, for the short time mankind has actually been around, we've managed to repeat ourselves a surprising amount. You know, evolution goes far slower than social evolution. We're not mentally set up to deal with groups of larger than maybe 120. Which is why living in cities is so impersonal and can feel very isolated, and we tend to have a circle. Whereas living in villages and you know, and the like is much more natural feeling. There'll be others, but he's quite unique. He'll be remembered like a Napoleon kind of a character. In that no one ever... There was, like, the French said, oh, there'll be another Napoleon, and then there hasn't been yet. When did Napoleon die? Guy's a one-off. Has done, you know, this is like that scene in Harry Potter. He's done great things, terrible things, but great. Those people are generational, or even extra generational, in that the way they are and what they manage to achieve in one life is so seldom repeated, you know. Delica, welcome to the stream, and yes, Merry Christmas to you as well. Does Hive have... Yay! Has a light. Right. Rubi-Ka light, there you go. A bit less gloomy for the stream. Right, let's go. Hello, Mr. Zappy Zap Cultist. Hit me through a wall now, you son of a bitch. There you go. Merry Christmas, Santa Carl. Thank you very much. Yeah, they're few and far between guys like that. They really are few and far between. Like your Genghis Khans and whatnot. Oh, I'm full deaf. I thought I was going really slowly. Okay, let's go halfway. That should be good enough for in here, I think. And we can kill a little faster. Right, we need an acolyte. So how's everyone's Christmas going so far? Are you doing okay? It's okay to not be okay. If you're not, you can talk about it in here. We're cool. We'll talk back. You know, if we haven't got the answer, we'll still listen. Oh, this one's pulled himself out of the wall. Well done. I took one hell of a nap, so doing okay. Glad to hear it. Nothing wrong with naps. Naps are normal. All mammals nap. When we suddenly decided, you know who decided that napping was like a sign of laziness and blah, blah, blah? Industrialists. That's who. The 8-hour working day. Industrialists. People were only part of their machinery, so they needed to keep working for 8 hours a day. All invention. None of it's natural. Relax. Oh, I can't attack that one. You're in a wall. I got socks and whiskey. I got guitar picks and a t-shirt. I'm really happy. You're all like, really? You're happy with that? Yeah, there's a lot of thought went into those. And the 5-day week and the weekend, all of that is 20th century invention. It's not historically how anything got done. You know, it just isn't. And it's not invented by anyone with your best interest at heart, that's for sure. Proper wool socks. Oh, yeah. I think these two are in walls, aren't they? We can't have them. What about... Oh, you're there. I do love wool, but I'm not sure of socks. Yeah, for the winter, yeah. After I became a parent, the gifts... Yeah, that's it. It does change, doesn't it? It's kind of cool. But yeah, it changes. Watching them open the gifts... Cultist culling already done. Nice. Yeah, when you become a parent, seeing the joy of others opening gifts is the gift. Yeah, absolutely. John Goodhorse is gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much for the gifted subs. The gifted tier 1 sub to Only Salter. MF Crocker, to X Brolly, to Maudlin Bacon. I want some bacon. I need some pigs in blankets. And Crazy Mountain Goat. Thank you very much for the gifted subs. Much appreciated. Remember, if you've received a gifted sub, please say thank you to the person that gifted it to you. Despots have their time. Regimes have their time. There were people that argued, oh, you know, the Soviet Union will never die. It's such a strong, principled whatever. And it did. You know. No, it'll last forever, that system, and yada, yada, yada. But it didn't. It got corrupt at the top. People started skimming off the top for themselves. And it fell over. Always does. People that look for power are invariably greedy. And greed? Well, it's its own reward for sure. The big empire to fail would be the US. I think it's still far too new for that to happen. In the grand scheme of things, it's still a puppy. You know, you got to remember the paint ain't dry yet on that. I think it's got a lot longer than maybe you think it has. I honestly do. It'll get its ups and downs like every collection of humans that declares themselves unified or whatever. That happens. But I think it'll endure for a good while longer. That's for sure. No, I think the US has got a few more miles left in the tank. That's for sure. And I'm not an American. I'm just looking at it from the outside as an outside observer. Anywhere democracy prevails, you know, does better. So. As long as you stick to the golden rule that the people in charge are not your rulers and are in fact simply there to run things for you. As soon as you hand them the reins, make them kings, that's when you get problems. Anyone that says, I'm going to change all the rules so that I'm always in charge, you've got a massive problem. Alright, we got some XP to spend. Yes, we do. Let's go. I just think America's democracy. America's more of a corpocracy. And the sooner the American people see that, the better. And by corpocracy, I mean corporations taking over everything. I mean, you know, earlier on I was talking about the RoboCop game and how good that movie is. That is a message about what late-stage capitalism actually looks like. It's horrific. You do not want it. Don't give it accolades. Don't promote it. It is not what you want as human beings. It just isn't. And yet, you know, I think in a lot of culture in the States kind of is pro that, and you really shouldn't be. You're not serving your best interests with that. I think what they should do is force every politician to be like a race car driver. So all the sponsors get a badge on a pair of, you know, overalls. And then whoever these guys are getting paid off by is is printed nice and bold. And you can see it. And then you realise when they're advocating for A, B or C, who's really pulling the strings there. Term limits as well, 100%, yeah. 100% term limits. I mean, in America, the tradition of term limits was invented by someone who was a president who didn't want to be the president. I can't remember the name of the guy because, you know, it's been like 30 years since I was in school. But they literally set up not the 4-year thing, but the 2-term thing. They set up because they were like, I'm not doing another one of these. They set that precedent then. You can't change the Constitution. Do you know what the word amendment actually means? You know, we put it in there because we forgot to add something, or circumstance and situation have changed such that we need to add another thing to it. We need to change it. That's what an amendment means. It's not a fucking Bible. Yeah, there's so many corporations pulling the strings on and certainly not just America, certainly Australia, certainly the UK, certainly most countries that have adapted to capitalism. So many of the corporations are in charge of everything now because they're paying the money. We'll pay you, 500 million for your campaign, knowing that you will advocate for us to put in place certain legislation and or law that allows us to make 20 times that. Yep, the whole lobbyist thing. Yeah, exactly. That's what they do. We'll take the short-term loss for the long-term gain. And it is as seedy and dirty as it sounds. That's the thing, you see. A government is a governorship. They're not your rulers. You appoint them to run things for you. They're a management company. They are not your rulers, and you need to never think about them that way. As soon as you start thinking of them as your betters, they've got you. They have absolutely got you. They're not. Well, they somehow have superior DNA. No, they don't. Half of them, especially in Britain, are all fucking inbred. Have the worst DNA. You want a mongrel in there running the show. 5 slot. Thank you. Come again. Can't believe we just defeated him, but we have got a lot of buffs. Yeah, exactly. They do put their pants on just the way you do. Absolutely they do. Oh, God. I got a room full of trouble here. Right, okay. Yeah, remember their government is a governorship. That's it. You pay them with your taxes to run things for you because you're too busy getting on with your life. But someone's got to run the show, right? So you appoint a government ship. A government is there to govern and run the show. That's their job. They're not your betters. They are people you've appointed by argument and democracy to do a job for you. They are not your betters. Never let them make you think they are. As soon as you do that, you're handing them the reins to your life, and you're a fool. They are paid by the people to work for the people, and the second they're working for themselves, you got another deal, and it ain't a good one. The civil service are, like, if you like, in the UK, okay, the civil service are basically the real government. They're the people that actually do the work, that read through the reports and go, oh, we couldn't possibly do that, or, okay, we're going to do this. Day to day, in and out, they're there on Christmas Eve, they're there on Christmas morning, doing their job. Like a nurse, or a doctor, or a policeman, or a fire person. That's the civil service. And the problem we've got in the UK now is we've got a government that's like, oh, we need to get rid of these people. Because they run checks and fucking balances on you to stop you from stepping out of your role as a governor. Your role of government, you're trying to take over as a ruler to suit your own ends and your own interests and whoever the hell corporation is paying you. And the civil service are the only bloody people standing in the way. Got him. Conscripted. Probably feels like it for them, yeah. They'll all be at work today. Oh, crappy loot. I want my keeper's vitality. Yeah, it's a normal job. You can apply for it, but they base it on your abilities, experience, and aptitude. You can't just become a civil servant. Some things are conscripted, but not the civil service. And there's no perfect system of democracy. We get close, and we keep amending it and trying and improving. But none exists that's infallible now. It just isn't. And perhaps it never will be, because human beings are not infallible. So they can't invent things that are. You know? Alright, I'm on wind callers. We're doing pretty well here. Not least because of all the buffs I kind of received yesterday. Yeah, no, you can... I could go and apply to the civil service. They might say, you've got 0 experience in this field. They're looking for people that are dedicated, work-focused, very highly qualified, have a very strong work ethic, etc. It's really hard to get into. In times of natural catastrophe, forest fires and whatnot. Yeah, in perhaps in your country, yeah. In the UK, forest fires and all that, they get the firefighters. They're not conscripted. They're largely volunteers and paid servicemen. The army, in extreme circumstances where they need that many people to deal with it, and or volunteers, and the volunteers are kind of like corralled and dealt with the fire service, who know what the hell they're doing, you know. Abstract skills like leadership and critical. It's surprising to hear things as basic as critical thinking referred to as abstract skills. That should be the singular most important thing to instill in anyone going through an education system, surely, is critical thinking. You know what? Like George Carlin said, they don't want you smart. They want you smart enough to run the machines and do the job. Not smart enough to think about what they're doing, why you shouldn't be doing what you're doing, or anything else. There's a truth to that. There's a lot of truth in what George Carlin used to say. Everyone pulling together to deal with a disaster is an amazing feat of humanity. It's what separates us. People go, it separates us from the beast. But you know what? It doesn't. You'd be amazed at what beasts are quite capable of doing all of their own, based on nothing more than natural selection. We're just better at it. Seriously, we are. We're better at it, and that's why we persevere. You know? You get leaders with the whole, some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Not your leader. It's a shame he went off at the deep end a little bit recently. Well, who? Me? Hope not. I think these things all day. I'm going to get another beer, because it's fucking Christmas, right? It's Christmas, and I'm going to get... Recently, Colin has done diddly squat recently, my friend. Recently? How recently are we talking? The guy's been dead since 2008. Recently? Are you sure? But you got a Ouija board? Colin said this. Yeah. It's Christmas, dude. Everything's forgiven. I'm getting another beer, and I'll be back in a minute or so. Right, he's back. Old Thor has returned. And now, for your listening pleasure. There we go. I had quite a privileged education. And the first thing they taught you to do was think critically. Before they taught you anything else. There was some AI show with Carlin that, well, he's dead, man. Guy's dead. He hasn't said anything recently. That was my point. Poor mother, father. Uh-oh. We picked up an ad. Where are you? There we go. Recently? How? 2008? Should have put on my baggy jeans and critical thinking is analysing the data in front of you empirically. That's all it is. I'm making an informed decision based on that data. That's what critical thinking is. It is anti all other thinking, like tribalism. Our team versus your team, us versus them. All of that is tribalism and not related to critical thinking. That is used in a hostile way to trip you up and fight in battles that aren't yours, so you're not looking at what the other guy is doing. It's the magician's trick. I have to use it in my job. I get asked closed rhetorical questions on a daily basis, and I have to be able to answer them. And I do it in an empathetic way. I'm not mean to anyone. I'm certainly not even rude, you know. Oh, shine a light. We pulled the boss. I'm stunned. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I cannot fight the boss. Unable to attack. Let's just kill this guy and run. Oh no, I'm stunned again. No beacons to get me out of here. I'm gonna lose these buffs and die. Yep, there you go. Damn it. So close. I know, yeah, I pulled the boss. My own fault. It's too close to the steps. Just needed to not be on the steps when I pulled. Oh yeah, I can't do diddly at the moment. I'm gonna have to go to ICC and ask for buffs again. Carl, why are you sleeping on the floor? What? Wait, what? Because I pulled the boss, mate. That's why I'm sleeping on the floor. Yeah, Uckleash with the stuns, yeah, because you can't take the guy down while he's stunning the arse off you. Yeah, I'm looking at the craftsmanship. Can I go yet? Oh, for fuck's sake. As soon as that guy was pulled, I thought, oh, if I can't get away, I'm toast. Maybe I'll get lucky and I can kill this guy before I'm dead. But it didn't happen. I know what we could do without getting rebuffed, though. I'll wait until that's come up a bit. Ends lyric, I am back after eating, but won't stay long. Quite exhausted from work. Yeah, I can imagine. I even said to one person once, they were on the phone, and all they didn't want help. They just wanted to complain at someone. Okay, that's it. I kind of picked that up. I'm not an empath, but I can kind of tell. You know, this is 30 years of retail speaking, so I know when someone just wants to, you know, moan at me. And they go. Something along the lines of, well, the last 3 times I phoned, I've had this response, blah, blah, blah. Why should now be any different? Right. Number 1, that's a closed question. Number 2, nobody is in a position to answer that unless they're privy to the previous 3 phone calls. This is critical thinking. So it's impossible to actually answer that question. They've asked it to knock you off your guard. They've asked it to trip you up, in fact. Yeah, you with me so far, chat? You with me so far? Yeah, so the only reason to ask a question like that is to put the other person on their back foot in order to elicit whatever kind of response they desire. Okay? With me so far? So how do you think I responded to it? Critical thinkers will know. I've come out the wrong exit. Critical thinkers, Kalos, you're a bit drunk. You went the wrong way. So they pulled that one on me. Okay? An unanswerable question asked rhetorically. What are they trying to do? They're trying to elicit the response they want for whatever reason they hold to be reasonable. They're looking for an answer they want, and they will ask a plethora of questions to get the answer they want, even if the actual question is more nuanced, requires a more direct question. So my answer was, well, my answer to that, sir, would be very simply that correlation does not always equate to causation, so I can't speak to that. And once again, that stumped them. They didn't expect an intelligent answer. But no, correlation does not equal causation, the first rule of science. So they repeat the question, yeah, but the last 3 times, blah, blah, blah. Well, I can't speak to those times, sir, because I'm not privy to those phone calls. However, I can tell you that correlation does not equal causation. More than that, I'm not able to tell you. Why not? I am not omnipotent. Man, did they see their arse. But they knew I was right. I was neither impolite or rude. You know, if if you Google correlation does not equal causation, you'll find a lot of very funny charts and stuff on the internet just to prove the fact. Like, there are more shark attacks in this area in 2018 when such and such an actor made 3 movies that year. The correlation is there. Movie releases, shark attack. Doesn't mean the bloody actor being in the movie caused it, though, does it? It's just that's being if she's heavier than a duck, she's a witch. That's fucking 1,000 years ago thinking. No, he realised he'd had his intellectual arse handed to him. That he wasn't dealing with a call centre stooge who they could bully. That's what they realised. No, I will give you an adult conversation in a factual way, in the politest and kindest of terms. But I'm sorry, but correlation does not necessarily equal causation. But this happened and this happened and this happened. Once again, that would be correlation, not necessarily causation.
The Honourable Darius Zyler, Director of OmniAdmin, would like to thank all of our diligent and loyal employees who have not taken a single day off of work this year. We look forward to your continued exemplary behaviour in 29,498.
Thank you very much again, Soto Mahoney. They were basically, after about 5-6 minutes, were apologetic. Talked about the actual problem they had and what could I do about it, which I explained your insurers think you're lying. So it's taken out of our hands, and there's not much else we can do until they come back to us on that. I mean, what else can I say? It's on screen right in front of me that they've done this, said that, done this, said that. And that the auditors are going, alarm bells are ringing, tell them nothing. But they were trying to generate some kind of bullshit. And I was just very calm and that's not how logic works. Sorry to be the one informing you of this. However, it is the truth. Dell is being a smartly butt. Okay. Well, it's not even that. It was just like I refused to go down the emotional breadcrumbs they were trying to lay out. I was just like, it's not going to happen. You're not better than me. And as nice as I am, I'm going to be polite, but point out why. Yay, ding. But I've still got to kill another Exarch. Self-buffed now. No reflect. No extra hottage. Because if I don't, I haven't finished the daily, have I? And therefore, I've completely failed at everything. Yeah, they went, well, it's not as complex as that. And I went, nothing complicated about what I said. It's a simple statement of fact. You know, what do you want? Yeah, they were doing their absolute bestest to put me on my back foot. It's like, do you want to know how many years of retail I've done? Do you want to know how old news this is to me? Yeah. So, yeah. I obviously never going to mention who the person's name or any of the relevant details. If they ever watch this, they're probably doing this. But they can't admit it because they have to admit what they did. You guys get me, don't you? Yeah. So that's where using critical thinking stands you in your stead. Because you won't be swayed by tricks that magicians and hucksters use because you're thinking critically. You take your own emotions out of the situation, look at the data objectively, and give a response. And as soon as you do that, you completely disarm anyone that's trying to use that as a device to trip you up. They can't. You've completely disarmed them. I am bullshit proof is what you're doing. Like, this will not work. It was one of the more recent ones. I mean, believe you me, in my line of work, we get a lot. And most of the people I deal with are just so grateful that there's someone that's listening, understands, and actually gives a crap. And they're just grateful that they spoke to me. Or a person like me. This was someone with a track record of trying it. And because they were dealing maybe with people that are younger, I mean, younger's not the reason, but less experienced in life and or, you know, everything else, they got the better of them. Well, this person said this. Well, until I speak to that person, I can't really speak to that. Until I speak to them, I don't know why they said what they said. Why do you expect me to know? I am not omnipotent. You know, and people will do this a lot, you know, in life as well. And as soon as someone does it, answer objectively and critically. You will disarm them. Suddenly their attempt to put you on their back foot, it's like judo. They're trying to get you on your back foot so they can get you down. And you just go, switcheroo. You're on your arse, pal. You know, it's as simple as that, really. Okay, I think we have done all the dailiness. Yes, we has. We've killed all the things. I might not going to try the doorkeeper again because I don't have like hack and quack and a bunch of other buffs. I went through the whole I want to speak to the manager and then had to go, you have been at people so many times that it's comical. Because I know for a fact, as someone that was a retail manager, they will say, your employee said, and you're like, no, they didn't. No, you're lying to my face to create a situation that benefits you. I know this. I'm getting everything off you in spades that you're making shit up. And we're not doing that today, you know. Nobody in your company does anything they promise to do. So I would like to point out that were that the case, that we would cease to exist as a company because no one would hire us. Oh, fudge. Okay, run away. Okay, we're going to do the stair dodge. Might have to fight the shell. Yep, we're going to have to fight this guy. Okay. Skull! Indeed, Neb. Skull. Oh, Muriel. Hi. Muriel came to say hello. Goodbye, Muriel. Thanks for playing. Right, I want to get back to the doorkeeper. Without fighting like everything in the temple. So, yeah, it's very rare that happens. Most of the time, you know, we do, oh, this has happened, that's happened, and I will link with that person. I will say, oh yeah, do you remember the days of, and how things were like this, or, you know, whatever. And they go, oh, well, I'm glad you understand. Yeah, you know, I'm in the youth of old age, of course. But yeah, I get it. And they're so damned grateful for someone that gets them and listens. You know, and they're lovely people to deal with. They make it all worthwhile. Now and again, you get some inexperienced chancer and it's like, don't kid a kidder, son. It ain't gonna fly. I think it probably doesn't help. I'm still using the quality 1 first aid. Any of you got first aid? Oh, you do. Okay, what do we need for this? Oh my god, 303. I'm nowhere near that. let's take a look. Still not anywhere near that. Lordy, lordy. I do want to go at the doorman again. Oh, God. This is going to be funny. I'm going to die trying, but hey, at least I tried. Oh no, maybe I get lucky. Doorkeeper's not engaged. Carl needs help from OmniMed. I need some kind of help, yeah. Give me my keeper's vitality. Now, I demand it. Okay, so that was the 2 perks. So that was Force Opponent and Bio Shield. Hoping it's enough. I think it might be. It was another ding. Level 38. Jesus. We've leveled... Touch of the Gripper. Yeah, okay. Take it. I'll take it. I wanted to keep his vitality, though. We're out of here. I don't think I can beat Got at this level without outside buffs. Yeah, no. It will destroy me without Reflect and Hack and Quack. Yeah, next time anyone asks you a closed question, take a deep breath, straighten yourself up, find your center, and answer them logically. Watch them turn to dust. You don't need to get angry. That's what they want. Never get angry with them. Just... When people ask you questions that are impossible to answer, explain that the question is impossible to answer. You'd be surprised how quickly they disintegrate on that line. Would you love AO if it was a worm? I don't know, because it's not. It's a massively multiplayer online game, rather than something that lives in the ground and makes soil more fertile. So, if AO could be a massively multiplayer online game and make soil more fertile so we can feed ourselves, I suppose I would. But it is a hypothetical question. You see? You see how easy it is? Right, okay, we've done the dailyage. 1 death, that's not bad. I think I've had 2 since I began this character, and I was never planning on this character being anything other than a bit of fun on the new server, and we still have, as I'm going to log off now, the enhanced robust backpack to give away. So, has anyone who has been on the stream and not realised there was a giveaway need anything like this? It is a kind of 220 deal because the requirement to wear it is 220. I don't care if you want to take it on a level 1. I'm fine with it. But if, you know, if you would like one, now is the time. A hard question to answer. Why did the Council of Truth support the Sentinels processing a Dust Brigade weapon of mass destruction? Could you please present your evidence? Obviously, you can prove what you're saying in order to answer the question, and then we can look at why. I mean, obviously you can prove it. Otherwise, you're throwing out speculative and rhetorical questions that no one can answer. You streamed the event where it happened. I have no clear recollection of that time. So I will require you to provide the evidence of what you're saying in order to answer the question or even attempt to. What weapon are you speaking of? Can you be specific? That was it was a great storyline, yeah. Not that that's an admission. Yes, but what everybody wants is to blow themselves up. It's an unwritten law. Almost is not the deal. Almost is not the home run. Almost is the cry, in fact, of the losing party. I'm only fucking around, guys. Come on. I almost won the race. Yeah, but you didn't. You get me. You've seen the movies. You almost never had your car. Yada, yada, yada. Whatever the guy says. Vin's too cool for me to try and attempt to impersonate, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, almost never ever equates to actually did. I almost kissed them is not the same as you actually kissed them. Oh yeah, the buff bots. Let me check it out. Right, so clan DM relay. Oh hi, girls are back at the old Athen grid. Feel free to visit them there now. Discord link. Let's have a look. I'm going to check it out. There's a Discord link. So I just want to. Yeah, no, that's it. That's all I want. It's just that bit. Right. Okay. So I'm going to do that, and if I click on it, continue to Discord, join Baffa's army. Okay, there we go. There you go. First thing I'm going to say on the server for the buff army is thank you. I don't know what the hell else I'm going to say, you know. I don't know how any of it works, how difficult it is, or anything else, but there you go. Right, is that everyone? Does anyone else want to win an empowered, robust backpack? This is your last chance to hashtag loot please to enter. Osmotic with a loot please. It has been recorded. Even if MooBot doesn't keep up, it does record it. We've discovered this. I'm proving it. It has been noted. Gonna give you all a chance. Get your loot pleases in while I fetch another, probably somewhat regrettable beer. But screw it, it's Christmas in it. I'm just gonna carry on. Right, I see you. I see you, the chat, on this merry Festivus. Knock that off. Right, I'm assuming that is everyone, so we're going to do the giveaway now. Anyone panicking and wanted to win? This is your very last chance. You need to type hashtag LUT please, exactly as it is in the stream title description, or all is lost and you will not be entered. So it is your very, 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 very last chance. Reynald with a loot please. Good luck. And remember the difference. A regular empowered backpack can be equipped at 120. And a robust backpack can be equipped at 120. An empowered backpack, you require 220. So do be mindful. Very well, folks. Here we go. We are doing the draw. Faradottir was drawn for the giveaway. Oh yes, you've won. Congratulations. I will now go to ICC, where frame rates go to die, in order to make it simple for you to collect. ICC, where all factions are forgiven. I'm over here by the bench of frame rate death. Oh, God. 40 odd. Mind you, I am streaming as well, so. What's it worth these days? I don't think... Well, it's a backpack, so it's not on GMI generally, is it? Because you can't sell a backpack on GMI. There might be buy orders for them. How do you enable FPS? Oh, Control-Alt-F. And this is on a 13th gen processor and a 4080. Yeah, the real stress test is when you come here and look at them smokestacks. If I actually do this when I'm not streaming and therefore not running streaming software, believe it or not, it's in the 60s. I think a regular robust backpack is at least $1 billion or more. And we can take a quick look. But most of the buy orders are simply there because it cannot possibly be sold on GMI. So it's a safe way to store credits. Okay, let's search. Empowered robust backpack. Buy orders for 5 billion. So that could be a person that's prepared to actually pay 5 billion. But what they require is for someone to contact them and say, yeah, I'll buy one for that. I'm getting 90 FPS on the new engine with shaders running. Right. I can see someone called Farah in front of me. Would this be your character? Tell me in the chat. Old engine. Oh, it's way higher. Old engine here is... It just hits the cap of 100 and never leaves. Faradottir. Yes, it's me. Right then. So... Congratulations, sir. 1 empowered, enhanced, robust backpack. There you go. Right, if I log off here, and then I'll log in on the old engine, we'll see. Grazie. Let's see how we do on the old engine. Gratulia. It's German. Okay. Right, okay then. So, AO vanilla. There you go. We're at 100. Learn something new. Yeah, exactly. Languages are so interconnected. It's kind of crazy. Right, I've got SMAA running. If I ever log on. Actually, not exactly. It's... Yeah, German words are just like, we have plenty of words. We will just keep using the same words. German numbers are just like amazing. The spoken value of a number versus what you write for the number is just like, wow. Right, okay. Wolfair. Let's log him in and see what FPS he gets. Yeah, English is 28% French, 28% Germanic, and then, you know, whatever. There you go, 85 something or other. $90, $72, and it's mostly your processor on the old engine. And it's not nearly as pretty as you can now see. People, oh, it looks the same as the old engine. No, it fucking doesn't. Anyway, right. So, is anyone else streaming Anarchy online? Let's have a look. There is me, and that's it. Oh, Lost is streaming. Oh, Lost. You're streaming on Christmas Day? Okay, we're going to go raid Lost. Because Lost is awful good fun. They're such a lovely person as well. Why are they frozen? Am I? Oh, God. Hang on. Still frozen. Oh, God. Right, hang on. I'm going to close Chrome. Sorry, I mean Chrome. Open it again. And then I'm going to go me, then them. Why are they... Why does it do this? It's weird. But they're really nice. They're really funny. I have no idea why I can't view their stream properly. I think, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. Why are they frozen? I don't get it. Yeah, they are. What the hell? Come on, Chiromi. I know I'm live. I know I am live. Okay. Oh, God. There's me. There's Lost.